everybody, hi and welcome back to Artist Diaries. Today is going to be a short one, mostly because I'm feeling kind of tired and a little bit lazy today, but we're still here, we're still posting. Today I thought I would just tell you guys sort of like a January wrap up, since it's the end of the month, of all of my auditioning information. So basically, if you've been here, you know that I'm an actor, and if you watched one of the last two videos, you know that I've been working on logging all of my audition submissions, and so this is the information from the last month. I'm really proud of myself on this. I feel like as an actor, a lot of times it can feel like, oh, if I'm not on set, if I'm not in a play, then I'm not doing anything. But even if you're submitting, that is still part of it. And so, yeah, this has been a good reminder to me that I actually am doing stuff. And that the more consistent I am with doing this part of the work, then the more likely it is that I'll, be cast in something. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Basically, over the course of January, I have submitted myself for, drumroll, 43 projects, which is awesome. So 43 projects, and I'm gonna do like a little breakdown of the type of project and like the process that I'm at in that audition. So I've submitted for 43 projects total. I submitted auditions, like my actual self-tapes, for 2 projects so far, and then I've been called for 4 more self-tapes. So I have 4 self-tapes that I need to film. I've already done 2, and then there's 37 that are just like pending, and some of them I might not get asked to audition for, and some of them I might. So that's really cool. And then now we're going to talk about the types. There's one type that's more common than the others, and if you're an actor, I'm sure you know what that is. But anyway, commercials, I've submitted for 3 of those. One of them was, I guess, actually, I won't tell you the details on what these projects are, but I'll tell you what they, like the type of project that they were. So 3 commercials, 6 feature films, 1 music video, 1 pilot presentation, which if you're not an actor or in film, that means like a first episode of a TV show. So if you've ever like been looking on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, sometimes you'll see that the first episode of a show is called pilot. That's just what they call first episodes of TV shows while they're like trying to get it picked up by a network. So a pilot presentation is like gonna be a first episode of a series, which may or may not actually go to series. 1 pilot, 2 full series, 6 short films, 1 sizzle reel. A sizzle reel is kind of like a trailer for something that you want to have made. So usually for a film, it's like a trailer for a movie that you would potentially show to like like producers or people that you're hoping will give funding for a film to be made. And then 4 theater projects, plays and musicals included in that, and then 1 voiceover role, and this is the big one, 18 vertical short forms. So yeah, I don't know, I'd love to like hear what you guys think, if you're an actor or a filmmaker, about the boom in the vertical short form world right now. But that is like half of everything that you see on Actors Access these days. And I only submit for the ones that are like PG-13, or at least the characters that are PG-13, because I'm not trying to do all that. But yeah, if you're not an actor or not in film and maybe not chronically online, vertical short forms are kind of like mini soap operas that are told in like 1 to 5 minute clips and they always end on a cliffhanger, and then there's a new episode, and it's always like kind of cheesy. But the reason I've submitted for so many of them, 18 out of my 43, is because they actually pay. And a lot of times I would prefer to work on like a short film or something else, but those don't pay, and these vertical shorts do. I presume because they're getting a lot of ad revenue from whatever platforms they're posting these on. But yeah, that's kind of the wrap up for the month. And I hope that February will be equally filled with audition submissions, and that I'll get even more calls for audition. And yeah, that's kind of the deal. This month, I was planning to film a like longer, more planned out video. I could have done it earlier today, but the thing is I worked 5 days a week this last week, which I normally don't, which I know sounds kind of like, oh, whatever, because like most people work 5 days a week, but I usually work 4. And so this extra 5th day of work kind of hijacked a lot of my energy. And also when I'm not working like at the coffee shop, I'm also doing like all of my audition stuff, writing, just like trying to work towards my art. And so yeah, having a 5th day of work this week kind of threw me off of my game. So I'm hoping that next week I'll film my bigger video, and it'll be the first one that I post this year. And yeah, I'm just thankful for all of you to be here and be on this journey with me. So let me know what you think in the comments about that vertical short form stuff. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Love you. Bye.